All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to do a snip, a screenshot on Windows 10 so that you can turn that in. I also have the video for the Mac computer. Now, I tell my students, please keep your snippets. Please keep your proof of I've done this. So, especially when you're working in the lab and you'll do this kind of stuff and then you'll upload it, sometimes things can go wrong. And I'll pull up a student's proof and it's not there. Something is corrupted with the file. And then I give them a 0, and then they're like, hey, why did I get a 0 on this? I turned it in. I'm like, here's the file I got. And they're like, oh no. So I just tell them, hey, just resubmit that. And then they go, oh, I don't have the file. I didn't save it. So in college, it's always best to create a little folder in your email where you send that stuff to yourself, or if you're using a thumb drive or someplace on your computer where you've kept all that work. Because you're doing this in the lab, it is best, or easiest, I should say, not best, to actually just log into your email account, Outlook, Gmail, Monster Mail, whatever you're using, and upload that stuff to yourself, and then create a special folder and say, hey, that's my 155 or 156 stuff, and keep it. So let's say I've just finished this. I'm going to come down here to the Start button, and I'm going to type in snip. And notice I didn't need to pull up a search. It just pulled that up. And I'll pull up snip and sketch, because this snip and sketch is the new one. It's the new stuff. And again, that process is click on the Start button, type snip. You can search for it. You can go to Windows Accessories and you'll find it. But anyway, this is the easiest way, and there's snip and sketch. You can pin it, all that stuff. All right, so this is what it shows. It's got a new button up here and pretty much nothing else. So I'll hit new. It will darken the screen, which tells me, okay, you're ready to take a snippet. So I'm going to go ahead and snip what is most important. And what is most important is, of course, the name of the assignment and the grade. Now, again, if you got an 80 on this, which is impossible on this particular one because there's only one question, you would still get full points. You just have to get an 80 or better. I'm not, making your points. Oh, they got a 49 or 46. So you just get it, so that you passed it, and that's great. Of course, we all like hundreds. I usually just take it until I get 100 on it. In any case, there's my proof. Now, how do I get my proof over there? So what I'm going to do is hit save right up here, the little tiny, uh, floppy drive that none of you have probably ever used in your life. And it names it screenshot, but I'm actually going to name it what it is. So if we come back over here, 5-layer network model. So I clicked on something that was close. So I will, whoops, just erase that first part and type 5-layer. That'll be close enough for me to know where it is. And that's going to save it in my pictures. And of course, you could save it wherever you want it. Now, I'm going to also show you the snipping tool. So let me go ahead and close this. And why I'm showing the snipping tool is because you may not have the newest update to Windows 10. And if you don't, then snip and sketch doesn't show up. So snipping tool is the older one, and it's been there since Windows Vista. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to hit new on that. And you'll notice it doesn't black it out. But don't worry, this will not be in the way. I will go ahead and grab this area. And again, as long as you have the name of the assignment with the grade, you're set to go. It doesn't have to necessarily be this exact screen. There is the floppy disk, so I'll hit save on that. And I will call this one 2. So I'm going to find that same file. There it is, 5-layer. Just save myself some time and call this 5-layer network models 2. Because I don't really need to upload this twice, do I? I just needed to show you that's how you use snipping tool. That's how you use snip and sketch. So now we're going to go over to Canvas, and I'm going to submit the assignment. Now you'll notice I have a purple bar down at the bottom because I wanted to be able to show you this is the student screen that you will see. So I go ahead and say I'm going to submit, and then I choose a file. And I believe you can drag and drop in there. Now I'm going to hit show all files. Again, this screen that you're seeing really is dependent on your version of Windows 10 that you're getting. So this screen that you see now is definitely what you would see. So I'm going to select the 5-layer network model. If it did not open in the right place, right, and then I've got to navigate to pictures to find it, and then 5-layer network model. I'll hit open on that, and that'll go through the process of creating a link. It hasn't attached anything else yet. So if I cancel this, the whole thing goes away. Once you hit submit assignment, and it takes a little while because what it's now going to do is go in there and grab that file, upload it into the system. And then once it's done, we will see up here in the upper right corner that it's been submitted, and the blue button will change from submit to resubmit. So I've got that open so that if something went wrong, you could just resubmit it, right? You can put 2 or 3 different pictures on there if you wanted. And then here it goes, it says it's submitted, and this is when I submitted it. So basically that's it. That's how you take a screenshot and submit an assignment using Windows 10. And basically it's the same thing with a Mac, except there you can search for snip or grab and pull it up. But I've got a video on that. All right, we'll talk to you later. Make sure you ask me questions, contact me if you're having trouble, because I don't want that to happen. I don't want you sitting there going, I don't get this, I don't understand. I'm right here, let me help you out.